Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Kevin Cassius for IFLTV with the O2 Arena. Just put a gum shield.
Invisalign.
Let's start this again. This is Kevin Cassius for IFLTV with the O2 Arena here. I'm joined by trainer Ben Davision. What an emphatic performance from Moses Italma. We've not seen anyone really do that to Marius Wack. He's known for his durability, shall we say. He absolutely battered him.
Yeah, genuine statement. I think the performance speaks for itself, so really pleased with that. I'm really pleased with the way he went about it. Calm, composed manner. Took his time and got the job done. That was the main thing, really. I know he didn't get the rounds that would have been good for him, but in the manner that he approached the fight, I think we can take a lot from that.
That old kind of cliche saying, what you just said there about wanting to see him where you can kind of analyse more if it had gone further rounds, but what do you take from a performance like that? What do you specifically take from that as a trainer?
Experience, his mentality going into the fight, his composure while in the fight, and the training camp. I think when you get a knockout, an early knockout, sometimes a lot of the elements of progress you can take come from the training camp. And very early on when we started working with each other, one of the biggest things that I expressed my opinion to Francis and Frank and George was that we need to develop him in the gym, get the rounds in the gym, get the sparring, which is really difficult to get. And you know, this fight and the fight before, he started getting in those 10 round spars and developing that area of his game, so really pleased. You
believe that he would beat Sol Dakers and Fraser Clark tomorrow?
Yeah, not in a disrespectful way.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? But they're obviously good fighters, but I believe that, like I said, that performance there speaks for itself. I don't really need to say anything on it.
Okay. We're not far away from September 21st. When asking people kind of their opinions about this fight, a lot of people have said the same thing. If AJ was to throw the amount of punches that Hrgovic was throwing against Dubois in his fight, then that fight won't last very long. You said to me a few weeks ago that you don't think the fight lasts very long.
Potentially doesn't last very long. I think it depends. I just think, again, it depends on how the opponent approaches the fight. I think people underestimate how good of a counterpuncher Anthony Joshua is. I said this before the Ngannou fight. People think, yeah, stick it on him. You get knocked out.
How do you rate Daniel Dubois' power?
Yeah, I think he's right up there. He's a dangerous fighter. He's in and amongst, when you speak to people, the heaviest handed. He's always in and amongst it. So, yeah, fully aware of the threat of the physicality that he brings.
But do you foresee him troubling Joshua at all in this fight?
It's heavyweight boxing. Anything can happen, but I think the potential is there for a devastating performance from AJ. But you know, I say that we're treating Daniel Dubois with full respect, just like we did Francis Ngannou.
Not long to find out.
The problem is, I think there's such small room for error when fighting Anthony Joshua. There's such small room for error, and I think there's a couple of things that have clicked with him that has meant that, you know, if you make a mistake, that one mistake could cost you dearly. And there's not that many fighters in the heavyweight division that have that. Not to say it's what I mean by one punch, I mean in terms of IQ. I can set a trap, and if you fall for that trap, that could be it.
Not long to find out. I think around 7 weeks until September 21st. Have you got anything else you'd like to add before we go, Ben?
Also, really pleased with Royston Barney-Smith. Got a nasty cut. Gained a youth title there. Real solid 8 rounds against a kid that we knew was really going to bring it. A tough test. One that we actually was going to fight the fight before, but asked for more time because we knew he was going to be a handful. and real valuable rounds gained there from Royston as well, so really pleased with that.
Your gym's looking very strong at the moment, isn't it?
Luke McCormack there, out August 17th. Campbell Hatton, out August 24th. Pat McCormack, August 24th. Exciting times.
Busy times in Harlow.
Busy times.
Ben, thank you very much for your time, and we'll definitely catch up with you in due course.
That was longer than a minute.
Thank you.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.